7 things you need to know as a new streamer in 2021. Let's get to it. If you liked the video, remember to like, subscribe, and click that bell for instant notifications when the next video drops. Remember to follow on Twitch. Number 1. You don't need fancy equipment. This is a common misnomer that you have to have all the best top-of-the-line equipment to grow and succeed as a streamer or content creator. It's just not true. Look behind me. Do you see any crazy RGB lights or anything like that? No, I'm dealing with the situation that I'm in right now. Would I like to upgrade it? Sure, but that'll come. I know some streamers who have some of the best equipment in the world, but they aren't growing because they don't focus on their community. They don't interact with their chat, and they don't make an effort to even get to know these real people. Do I think that getting a camera and a microphone at some point in your journey is important? Yes, whether it's to show your face or be a VTuber. But when you're just starting out, it's not necessary. I do think a microphone is vital because your voice is the main driving point of interaction for you and your chat and your community. You can tell a lot about a person by the way they talk. As long as you have your voice to interact with people, you'll hit that average and be able to hit a Twitch affiliate and beyond. Number 2 is to have a schedule. It's really important to make sure that you have a schedule for your streams. Even if you can only afford 1 day a week, I still think that you should set it. Having that schedule makes you easier to be found. How are people supposed to know where to find you if you keep changing up the times and not having anything set? I also think that it's just as important to have a schedule working on your content away from Twitch. Set aside time to make your YouTube content, your TikTok content, schedule out your tweets, your Instagram, whatever. Put aside time for these different platforms. It's all vital to growing your brand. Do you see any big streamers or content creators without these other platforms? Didn't think so. Number 3 is to network. Now, you're going to see a lot of streamer tip videos saying something like you should be networking to grow. But networking is a super vague term, and I find that a lot of people don't actually go into depth into what that means as a streamer. By the way, if you want a more in-depth look on networking, you can check out the other 2 videos that I have on it on the channel. But from a high level, think of networking as a streamer no different than networking in business. You do not have to do this alone. In fact, there's no way I could have gotten where I am without the help of others. I have met some incredibly smart and talented people through streaming and just by saying hello. It's really just a fancy word for making friends. You never know who you're going to meet. Just by saying hi to someone, you might meet the person that is going to change your life. That person might open up new doors for you. They might put you in connection with someone else who can help you out. You just don't know what you're going to get out of it. But the other really important thing about networking is that you are making friends along the way. What's better than that? Growing alongside your fellow streamers and content creators has been one of the most rewarding things, at least for me. I've made so many lifelong friends through streaming and content creation that I wouldn't trade for the world. And it's funny because some of the people that I've grown up with, they're like, you know, oh, those are your gamer friends, those are your streamer friends. Like, no, they're my friends. They're just my friends. I've made friends. And for anyone who is concerned about growing your numbers, when you make friends along the way who are fellow streamers, this tends to lead into raids and hosts and other things that will, again, help you grow your community and expand your brand as well. Now, it's not all about the numbers, but that is a side effect of properly networking. Just say hello, send that DM, say hi. Number 4 is to engage with your community and treat them like people, not just a number. The viewers who come into your streams are real people. It's easy to forget when you're looking at that screen name and thinking that, oh, this is just a viewer, this is a loyal viewer that's going to help me grow. But it's a real person with a life and a history and experiences and feelings. Make an effort to get to know them. Ask them how their day is going. Ask them what their favorite color is, what their favorite food is, if they have any pets. I almost feel ridiculous like telling you how to get to know someone, but it's actually really important when you're building up that community, because that is the beginning of a community. People who know each other, people who are there for each other because they're comfortable with each other and they know who each other is. Again, ask them only as much as they're comfortable sharing. You don't have to force them into doing anything. And that brings us to our next point, which is that you do not own these viewers. You do not own your viewers. You don't own anyone in your community. They do not owe anything to you. Be grateful for any and all viewers that you have. They are taking time out of their day and their finite lives to come and show you support. Be thankful. Number 5, find your style and/or brand. What I mean by this is to find your thing. Find your niche. For example, Dr. Disrespect has his persona, right? That's his thing. That's his niche. I'm not saying to go out and make a persona like that, but find what you stand for and what you want your channel to be about. It could just be you being yourself, but make sure that you find out what it is and stick to it. Because the sooner that you can determine what your brand is about, the better that you could plan out the rest of your journey. The Ambro channel in Discord is about positivity, making friends, supporting other streamers and content creators, and mental health. What's your brand about? Number 6 is that your chat is your priority. There are 3 reasons why someone is going to come watch you stream. Because you're good at a game, because you're knowledgeable about a topic, or because people come to engage with you and chat with you. That being said, early on, your chat has to be your priority, which kind of connects back to getting to know your community. But I see a lot of new streamers making this mistake where they're playing Warzone or some sort of competitive game and they're in a really tough situation, and they forget to look at their chat for minutes on end and don't say a word about it. It'd be one thing if they said, you know, hey guys, we're in a tough part of the game. I'm gonna get to the chat in a minute. I'm really sorry. I'm not ignoring you. But sometimes I go into streams and I just see people completely ignoring their chat and focusing just on their game. If you think that streaming is just about turning on a camera and playing your favorite game, you're wrong. If you're struggling to find things to talk about or to keep the chat moving because, again, early on, the chat might not be moving as actively as you would like it to, I suggest that you write down a list of topics that you're passionate about. It doesn't have to strictly be about gaming or even what you're playing. It could be about anything, just something that you're passionate about. Again, be relatable, be a person. Show that you have interests. I know that for me, as a gaming focused channel, I always go to all the gaming sites like Eurogamer, VG247, and IGN, and so on, and I'll write down a list of stories and topics that I've seen that day that interest me. If during my stream I catch myself being quiet, I'm gonna look at my list and bring up one of those topics and start asking questions or asking people what they think about it, or just talk about it. This may incentivize people to come out of their lurking status and chat with you and talk to you about the topic. And if not, answer the question yourself and just keep the chat going, keep the flow of the conversation going. Because if someone does stop by the stream and they're not prone to actually chat yet, your constant conversation might spark them to say hello. Also, turn off your viewer count. You should constantly act like there are thousands of people in your chat. Don't focus too much on the numbers. After all, you're here to have fun. Also, don't be one of those people that guilts lurkers into trying to talk. No one is obligated to talk in your streams. In fact, some people just like to sit there and enjoy your company, enjoy your voice, your gameplay, or whatever it is that you're doing. Lurkers make up a vast majority of Twitch viewership, so get comfortable talking to yourself. It's a vital part of growing early on as a streamer. Tip number 7, and the last one, is simply to have fun. When you're having a good time, when you're playing the games that you want to be playing, or you're talking about the topics that you want to be talking about, we can see the happiness in your face and we can hear it in your voice. It exudes through the stream and the community can feel it. Streaming is all about interaction. And when we can feel that you're excited about this or that you're happy about this, it's hard not to get pulled in. Anyway, that does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for instant notifications on when the next video drops. Be sure to follow me on Twitch and let's talk about this. I'm happy to help any and all new streamers. I'll catch you next time.